What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Handmade and Beyond podcast. I'm your host, LL, leader of the handmadeandbeyond.com website and community. I'm a self-employed entrepreneur, an Etsy expert, and business coach who's figured out how to make my entire living with my handmade business. Each week, I'll dive into strategies and success tips to help you with your handmade business, with Etsy, and everything in between. Let's dive in. All right, everyone, what is going on? Welcome back to the Handmade and Beyond podcast, where we talk about everything handmade, everything Etsy, to help you guys grow your business, worry less, and just get some support and motivation. So today's episode, I got another good one for you. As we are racing toward the holiday season, it's crazy, but it's here, so we got to get ready for it. Hopefully sales will explode as they did last year. I'm expecting some good things. But today's episode will help you guys any time of the year. What I want to talk about today is the 5 biggest Etsy time wasters. And some of these can be applied to just business in general. But I know when, coaching and speaking with a lot of Etsy sellers inside the Handmade and Beyond community, and in general, a lot of them spend a lot of time on the wrong things. And as you guys well know, time is the only thing that we can't get back. So if we're wasting a lot of time on our business, when we can be putting that into other areas, it really is slowing down your growth and really taking you away from meeting your goals a lot faster. So that's what I want to talk about today. I want to give you guys 5 things that I see that are most common. I mean, there's lots of things that we can waste time on. I am not perfect when it comes to this. I've done, I think, all of these. So this is why I can talk about it, because I know that, I made these mistakes, and I still make mistakes where, I'm sitting down, I'm working on something for an hour, and I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? Why am I wasting time on this? It's easy to go down the rabbit hole now and again, and you gotta you slap yourself and be like, no, get out of there, stop doing this. This is stupid. You're wasting your time. So the first I want to talk about, and this is probably the biggest one, and this is more general, but doing tasks that are not based on an outcome or strategy. And I've been in the corporate world for many years in higher level positions, and this is a big pitfall, just as big in the corporate world as it is as running your own business. Is we spend a lot of time and energy on tasks that are not based on a strategy. There's no outcome or no set outcome. What is the expectation of doing this task? We don't do things just to do them, right? We're not trying to just fill up time with menial tasks. Yes, some of the things that we do are menial tasks, but they're things that we have to do, but they are based on a strategy or an outcome that we have to receive or get. So think about your structure of your day. Think about the things that you do in your business, and make sure that you guys have an outcome and a strategy. Why are you doing it? What is the perspective or expected, if I could get out the right word, right? What is the expected outcome of you doing that task? So everything or most of the things that you do should be either to market, sell, or grow your business. So those are the main 3 areas that everything that you do, all the tasks that you do, should be related to those 3 areas. So just think about your business that way. So try to stop chasing shiny objects and focusing on the tasks that are outside of those 3 areas. So that should hopefully help you structure your business in a way where you can make sure that you are making the biggest impact, which will give you the biggest bang for your buck in your business. All right, number 2 is obsessing over the competition. This is a big one, and there's a lot of things that can go wrong when you're doing this. So yes, we want to look at our competition. We want to see what they're doing from time to time, but you cannot get obsessed with your competition. A lot of people will get obsessed with their competition because then they start to see how many sales they're getting or how much their shop is growing. And then you instantly compare it to your own shop and how many sales you're not getting, how much your shop is not getting. And then you feel like giving up, you feel frustrated, you feel depressed, and it really, it can get put you in a bad headspace. I've been there. I've went down that rabbit hole many, many times, and you got to have a strategy when you're looking at your competitors and an expected outcome when you're looking at them. You're not going to spend all day looking at your competition, analyzing their shop, and going down the rabbit hole of looking at all their listings. You can just glance at their stuff, see what they're doing, maybe check out how they're arranging stuff, their design elements, stuff like that, and then go back and continue working on your business. And only do it once in a while. You don't need to be looking at your competition every single day. That's how you get in a bad headspace. That's how you get really, really depressed. Trust me, I know. So don't do that. Don't get obsessed with your competition. It's the old adage, keeping up with the Joneses. You're just going to, if you're trying to keep up with someone else, you're trying to have the same result as someone else, you're just going to you're going to always feel that what you're doing isn't good enough. And that's not a great way to feel. And the important thing is taking action in your own business, doing what you need to do in your own business. Don't worry so much about the other people that are doing really well. You're only seeing the tip of the iceberg. You're not seeing all the stuff that goes underneath it. All the marketing that they're doing. You're not seeing how much they're spending on ads. You're not seeing how many members of their team they have. So focus on what you're doing. You will grow if you're focusing on your own stuff and you're being strategic about what you're doing. All right, so number 3 is finding the best keywords. This is a big one, especially if you get like a keyword tool such as Allura, which I love. I talk about all the time. There's eRank, there's Marmalade, there's many Etsy keyword tools to help you guys get good keywords for your listings, help you give you other ideas for your listings. However, what most people do, especially newer sellers that get these tools, is they sit and they spend hours researching keywords to try to find the keyword with the lowest competition and the biggest search results or the biggest sales results. This is a rabbit hole that you inevitably will go down, especially when you get these tools, because you're like, oh, this is awesome. It shows me how much competition a keyword has. It shows me how many thousands of search results they have. So you want to find the lowest competition keyword with the highest search results, because that will put you in front of the most people that are hopefully going to buy your item. But what you're going to find is there are not many keywords that are like that. They are few and far between. So don't worry so much about finding the best keyword with low competition, high search results. Worry more about finding high quality, relevant keywords that describe your item the best, that are specific to your item. Yes, most of those keywords will have higher competition, but that also means that they probably have higher traffic. They probably have lots of traffic. So if you're using relevant keywords, you're using high traffic keywords, regardless of the competition, you can still set yourself apart from the competition over time. Usually it's not overnight. It doesn't mean just because you're using those keywords, you're going to instantly get a lot of sales. But if you're delivering a great product, if your listings are set up appropriately, if your shop's set up appropriately, you will inevitably get sales. So do the research, come up with your own keywords, use a keyword tool to help you expand out your keywords, maybe come up with some other ideas. But that should not be the end-all, be-all. Don't waste your time spending hours trying to find the quote-unquote perfect keyword, because it's going to be a waste of time. So that's something that a lot of people fall into that trap, so I wanted to make sure to mention it here for you guys so you can avoid that and save that time. All right, the number 4 is perfectionism. So this is something that a lot of people run into. A lot of people are really obsessed with getting everything perfect. They want to have everything perfect before they launch their shop, or have everything perfect before they launch a listing or launch a new product. That is a trap, and that is something that's going to slow you way, way, way down. You're never, ever going to be perfect. Things are never, ever going to be perfect. They don't have to be perfect. They just have to get done. They have to get out in the marketplace, get out in the stratosphere. You can adjust stuff later. Yes, you want to make sure that you have the good best practices. You want to make sure your stuff is set up appropriately, but it's never, ever going to be perfection. So don't let that slow you down from launching a shop, from launching a listing, launching a product line. And this doesn't mean you're not going to strive towards making improvements over time as you learn. But a lot of people use, they want things to be perfect, just right, and they use that as an excuse not to take action, not to release things out into the marketplace, not to do things in their shop, not to release new listings. So don't use it as an excuse. You have to put stuff out there so that you can make mistakes, so you can learn. Basically, like I always say, you fail fast so you can learn, make the adjustments, and then you'll get better. Yeah. So if you're not making mistakes, you're not failing, that means you're not taking enough action, you're not doing enough. So don't sit back trying to get everything super, super perfect, trying to get your logo super perfect, your banner super perfect, your color scheme perfect. No, just get something that looks good, and you may change your mind later on, but roll it out. You can change it later. You just have to get it out there. All right, so that's a big one that really holds people back from making decisions fast and getting stuff done fast. And the last one I want to talk about with you guys today is spending a lot of time trying to please a difficult customer and or obsessing over a less than perfect review. I lump these two together because they're both dealing with customers. So sometimes there's people that are trying to buy something from you. Maybe if you offer a custom product, so they're asking question after question. You're spending a lot of time answering their questions, and then they're coming back and asking more questions and asking if you can do this, asking if you could do that, and they haven't ordered from you yet. Or even if they have ordered from you and they keep changing their mind, they keep going back and wanting different adjustments made, there's going to be a point in time where that is wasting your time, and you're going to have to say no. You don't have to please every single customer. Keep in mind, this is your business at the end of the day. You don't have to do what someone wants you to do if you're spending a lot of time. If they can't make up their mind, they keep changing their mind, you're having to go back and forth. All you have to do is say, I'm sorry, I'm not able to do that for you at this time. I appreciate you taking, looking at my shop. I wish you all the best, or something like that. So thank them, but thanks, but no thanks. So, and if someone ordered from you and they just keep changing it and keep going back and forth, you're going to say, I'm sorry. It looks like it's not going to work out. I apologize. I'll fully refund you and go from there. Yes, if someone already ordered from you, you are risking a bad review. So that gets a little bit more hairy. But if it gets to be ridiculous, then you may just have to bite the bullet and just do it and hope for the best. So that's totally up to you. But if they haven't ordered from you yet, then they can't leave a review. So I wouldn't worry about it as much. Yeah, they're probably not going to come back and order from you in the future, but that's a difficult customer. You don't want to, bring that. You don't want to deal with that, right? Thankfully, that's few and far between. It doesn't really happen too much, but you will, or you may, the longer you sell, have to deal with that, especially if you offer custom stuff. The next one is just obsessing over a less than perfect review. I see this all the time in message boards and on the internet, where someone gets a 4-star review and it just ruins their whole life, it seems like, right? Yes, we want 5-star reviews, but a 4-star is not gonna make too much of a difference. Even a 3-star is not gonna make too much of a difference. And the more reviews you have, the more padding you'll have, so those reviews aren't really that big of a deal. Yeah, 1 and 2-star are a big deal. We don't want those. If you do get those, you want to reach out and try to remedy that right away. Fix what's wrong, and then hopefully they'll update the review to at least a 3, hopefully a 4 or 5-star. But if someone's leaving you a 4-star, I see people they're just writing out these long messages to try and get people to change it, and they're just going back and forth, spending all this time. Like, I don't understand why this person left me a 4-star. They said in the message that it looked, everything was perfect, it looked good. I honestly wouldn't worry about it. I mean, I know it's tough to get less than perfect, but 4-star is still pretty good. It's not going to ruin your business. So I wouldn't spend a lot of time obsessing about it. If you want to shoot them a quick message and say, hey, is there anything wrong? How can I, what's the reason you gave a 4 as opposed to a 5? Maybe get that feedback, especially early on in your business. That may not be a bad thing. But spending so much time in a message board going back and forth about it and not taking action in your shop and addressing it with the customer is one of the things that I would just try to avoid. And as your shop grows, as you get hundreds and thousands of reviews, a 4-star really doesn't make a difference. It's not really worth the time to even mess with, to be perfectly honest, in my opinion. But it's your own business. Again, that's the joy of running your own business. These are just my opinions. Take it or leave it. But you can, if you want to reach out to every 4-star, that's fine too. It's your business. You do what you see fit. But but I just want you to kind of hopefully perceive it a different way so you guys can save time and focus on the most impactful things in your business to get where you want to be and grow as fast as possible so you can reach your goals as fast as possible. So that's it for today's episode. Those are the 5 biggest Etsy time wasters that I see over and over again. Hopefully you're not doing any of those. Hopefully maybe if you're only doing 1 or 2, you can fix those. If you're doing all of those, you got some work to do, but I'm confident that you can pivot and stop doing those things. Before I let you guys go, I just wanted to tell you about a really great resource I have for Etsy sellers. If you're still struggling with SEO, which is search engine optimization, it's basically how people find your listings in your shop and everything that plays into it. I have a free ebook download for you guys. It's called Etsy SEO Revealed. Basically, it's a no-nonsense guide to help you take your SEO and business to the next level. So lots of great best practices and strategies you can use really right away. You can start implement them right away once you read the download. You guys can get it at handmadeandbeyond.com/Etsy SEO success. So check it out, download it, get the free download. Start understanding SEO better, get more people, get more traffic to your shop, to your listings, so you guys can get more sales. Other than that, I'll be back very, very soon with another really great episode for you guys. Have an amazing rest of your day and week. I'll talk to you guys later.